Guns at the Capitol continues to be a major friction point between some defiant Republican members of Congress and colleagues who say violating long-standing rules about bringing guns to the House floor is now a serious safety issue. Here's D.C. Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton.
We don't want untrained members of Congress carrying guns among us. They threaten us first, and I think they threaten the public as well.
The gun issue in Congress has flared since House Speaker Nancy Pelosi ordered the installation of metal detectors in the wake of January 6th insurrection to enforce a prohibition on members bringing guns to the House floor that's been in place since the 1960s. Thursday, it was Maryland's lone Republican Congressman Andy Harris who was stopped and then returned a gun he was carrying to his office, according to witnesses who spoke to reporters. Harris's office issued a statement saying he never confirms whether he nor anyone he's with are carrying a firearm for self-defense. The statement said Harris has been threatened and he has a Maryland handgun permit but has never carried a firearm on the House floor. Today, Maryland Democrats renewed a call on Harris to resign.
And now this latest incident of him trying to take a gun onto the floor. So he doesn't stop.
Should Andy Harris resign?
Absolutely not.
Maryland gun rights activist Paul Brockman says Harris is representing his conservative constituents.
And they would absolutely support him.
Now, no member of Congress has been charged by Capitol Police for violating the House's gun ban, but the House does have new rules in place that fine violators $5,000 for the first offense and $10,000 for the second. Scott Broom, WUSA 9.